back at putting the strips in, and one of the things that I'm going to do is we're actually taking and putting this last strip in here, and then I need to really kind of decide what I'm going to do in this area and this area back here. So there will be 2 extra strips of this walnut. So I'm going to go ahead and start dry fitting this in. And I'll go ahead and I'll staple on the outside, make sure everything's set, and then we'll put it in. So it's actually one of these strange weather days. It is November 7th, and we actually are going to have weather about, I don't know, 70 degrees today, so not bad. So it's a great day to be out building a boat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to get my cove here sanded down a little bit more, and the best way to do that is just to put it in our vise here. Put some wood on each side. I do think I'm going to have to get a better rasp because this one here is just about done. Well, I think I'm going to be pretty happy with that, so I'm going to just start dry fitting it. So we'll come come down here a little bit further. And I'm going to get I have been using some Titebond wood glue, just a professional interior use only. So, of course, you know, all of this is just kind of there for a little bit. But I did find that there was some Ultimate Wood Glue, which is waterproof, interior, exterior. So I'm going to try using this. So hopefully it'll be a little nicer. So we'll kind of see what happens with it. So now that we've got it down to here, now it's going to give us a real good indication of where it's going to fall in and where we need to trim on the inside to make this lie flat. So it's just going to be a series of trial and error. I'm not going to show the camera on this. I'm just going to take a number of tools to try to do this. And we'll just whittle it away until it sits in there nice, and then I can fit the rest of it on up to here and get that in. Okay. So we're able to get it in. I still need to do some more taping just so that it's nice and tight. It's not pretty, but I think it'll do. I'm just hoping that, you know, when it comes down to sanding this up and making it look halfway decent, there's a way to do it. I did see on some other YouTube channels where there's gaps, that there's a way to take and actually just do some groove cuts, but it's going to be a little more difficult in some of these. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but I think as soon as I sand these down a little bit further, it may be a little bit better. But, you know, it is what it is at this particular point, and we'll do whatever we can to make it look as nice as possible. And maybe it's a 10-footer. But, you know, very first boat I've ever done. So, and then this amount of woodworking, that's way beyond what I've ever done. So, you know, as I keep learning, just know that if you don't really have that good of skills, that you could still get by and get some things done with it. So let's keep moving on. I got to get the other side.
We are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe.
So we got this all taken care of. We've got our 6th row up here. Everything looks really good until here. There's a lot of tension on this area right here. And you can see this is where that scarf joint kind of snapped. But we really don't have that much more room that we have to deal with. The one thing, because this curve, now it's gotten to the point where it is really tight, and especially doing that with walnut, I'm not going there anymore. I think what I'm going to do is just start doing these straight strips down and around. Now, one thing that you will see is, take a look at this. See this gap right here? I'll deal with it, that's okay. But this shows you how I really didn't do that good a job of measuring it out and getting it taken care of on this side. One of those things, I'm not quite sure. Somebody's gonna have to look at both sides at the same time. But I'm just gonna start doing those straight ones after this is all taken care of, because it's too much tension. So there'll just be little cuts along the way, but it'll be straight. I think it'll go a lot faster. how well this fits. I do see some glue in there that I'm going to have to get out. Inside here. I have to cut my end around it. Try fitting that really well. We'll slowly come up here. It's almost best to do every second one because it's giving me a better fit. I'm out of staples. So I picked this staple gun up from Harbor Freight. It was really inexpensive. Used it for some upholstery stuff. Okay. I know this may seem like an excessive amount of time on just watching me try to put this one staple in, but the thing to realize is it was not easy. Sometimes it could very easily have had a second set of hands, but I'm just one person and this is all that I had. So just know that twisting and doing all of this work is a struggle at some time, but it's well worth it in the end. Thanks for joining us in this episode. Make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up if you like us, and make sure to turn on your post notifications to catch all the new episodes. Thanks for watching.